Welcome to my channel. Today I want to ask you something very important. What if your biggest enemy is not the world, but your own mind? Think about it for a moment. How many times did you lose confidence before even trying? How many times did fear stop you before failure even happened? Life will test you again and again. People will disappoint you. Plans will fail. Pain will come without warning. But imagine something powerful. Imagine if your mind stays calm, strong, and unbreakable in every situation. Imagine facing problems without panic. Imagine handling criticism without anger. Imagine failure without giving up. That is real strength. In this video, we will learn how to train your mind to stay strong always, not sometimes, not only in good days, but always. I will share simple lessons, practical steps, and powerful truths that can change the way you think. Stay with me till the end, because each chapter will build your mental strength step by step. And by the end of this video, you will not just understand mental strength, you will know how to build it. Chapter 1. Understand that mental strength is a skill, not a gift. Many people believe something that is completely wrong. They think mental strength is a gift. They think some people are born strong and some people are born weak. They say, he is naturally strong. She is mentally powerful. They believe strength is personality. They believe it is luck. But this is not true. Mental strength is not a gift. It is a skill. And like every skill, it can be learned. It can be trained. It can be improved. It is built slowly, daily, step by step. Let me tell you something very important. Nobody is always strong. Nobody. Even the most confident person you know has moments of doubt. Even the calmest person feels fear. Even the strongest person cries sometimes. The difference is not emotions. Strong people are not emotionless. They feel everything. The real difference is training. They trained their mind to respond differently. They trained themselves not to quit when things become difficult. This is the truth most people do not see. You only see someone's strength in public. You do not see their private battles. Mental strength is not about never falling. It is about getting up every time you fall. Now understand this clearly. The mind works like a muscle. If you never exercise your body, what happens? Your body becomes weak, you get tired quickly, you feel pain easily. But if you exercise daily, even a little, your body becomes stronger. You can lift more. You can run longer. You feel more energy. The mind works exactly the same way. If you never train your mind, small problems will feel big. Small criticism will hurt deeply. Small failures will break your confidence. But if you train your mind daily, problems will not control you. Pressure will not scare you. Fear will not stop you. Think about negative thinking. Many people repeat negative sentences every day. I cannot do this. I am not smart. I always fail. Nothing works for me. When you repeat these sentences again and again, your brain starts believing them. The brain does not know the difference between truth and repetition. If you repeat something enough times, it becomes your identity. Slowly, you stop trying. You stop believing. You stop growing. This is how weakness is built. Not in one day, but in small daily thoughts. Now imagine a different person. When they fail, they say, I will try again. When they make a mistake, they say, I can learn from this. When they feel fear, they say, I will move forward slowly. These sentences look simple, but they change the brain. They train the mind to focus on solutions instead of problems. Over time, this person becomes stronger, not because life was easy, but because their thinking was different. Thoughts shape identity. What you say to yourself every day becomes who you are. Here is a powerful truth. Most people lose battles in their mind before life even begins the test. They quit internally first. Before they apply for the job, they think, I will not get selected. Before they start learning, they think, this is too hard. Before they speak in public, they think, I will embarrass myself. So they stop before they even try. The world did not defeat them. Their thoughts defeated them. This is why training your mind is more important than training your skills. If the mind says no, the body will not move. Mental strength begins with awareness. Awareness means noticing your thoughts. Most people think thousands of thoughts daily, but they never observe them. They just believe them. If a negative thought comes, they accept it as truth. But mentally strong people question their thoughts. They ask, is this thought helping me? Is this thought true? Is this thought making me stronger or weaker? This small awareness creates big change. You do not need to control every thought. That is impossible. But you can choose which thoughts to keep. When you catch yourself saying, I cannot do this, pause. Replace it with, this is difficult, but I can learn. When you think, I always fail, replace it with, I failed before, but I can improve. This is not fake positivity. This is mental training. This is how strength is built. Let me give you some simple micro habits you can start today. First, pause before reacting. When something upsets you, do not speak immediately. Take one deep breath. That small pause gives power to your mind. Second, observe your thoughts daily. Spend a few minutes in silence and notice what you are thinking. Third, choose powerful words. Words like try, learn, improve, grow, build strength. Words like never, always, impossible create weakness. And fourth, speak to yourself with respect. Do not insult yourself in your own mind. If you would not say it to a friend, do not say it to yourself. Remember this. You are training your mind every day, whether you realize it or not. The only question is, are you training it to be strong or weak? Small daily thoughts create long-term identity. Mental strength is not built in one big moment. It is built in small private moments. When no one is watching. When you choose courage over fear. When you choose effort over excuses. When you choose growth over comfort. Now that we understand mental strength is not a gift, but a skill that must be trained, the next step is even more important. It is learning how to stay calm when life becomes hard. Because training your mind is one thing, but using that training in real situations is the real test. In the next chapter, we will learn how to control your reactions, not the world. Chapter 2. Control your reactions, not the world. There is one simple truth that can change your life. You cannot control what happens, but you can control how you respond. Read that again in your mind. You cannot control what happens, but you can control how you respond. This sentence is powerful because it gives you responsibility and power at the same time. Life will not always listen to you. People will not always understand you. Situations will not always go your way. But your reaction is always your choice. Let me tell you something very serious. One small reaction can destroy years of hard work. One angry message can break a strong relationship. One emotional decision can damage your career. One moment of lost control can create regret for years. But on the other side, one calm response can save everything. One deep breath can protect your respect. One moment of patience can protect your future. This is why emotional control is not a small skill. It is life protection. Now let us understand something deeply. Reaction and response are not the same. Reaction is automatic. It is fast. It is emotional. It happens without thinking. Response is conscious. It is slower. It is thoughtful. It is controlled. Reaction comes from emotion. Response comes from strength. When someone insults you and you shout back immediately, that is reaction. When someone insults you and you pause, think, and speak calmly, that is response. The situation is the same, but the power is different. Anger, fear, and stress are natural. Every human feels them. If you feel angry, it does not mean you are weak. If you feel scared, it does not mean you are a failure. If you feel stressed, it does not mean you are incapable. Emotions are normal. But losing control is optional. That is the difference between weak minds and strong minds. Weak minds say, "I was angry, so I shouted." Strong minds say, "I was angry, but I controlled myself." That small difference changes everything. Let me teach you some practical methods. Very simple, very powerful. First, the breathing pause method. When you feel strong emotion rising, do not speak immediately. Take one slow, deep breath. Inhale slowly. Hold for a few seconds. Then exhale slowly. Do this 2 or 3 times. This calms your nervous system. It gives your brain time to think. It reduces emotional heat. Many problems can be avoided with one deep breath. Second, the counting method. When you feel anger or fear, count slowly from 1 to 10 in your mind. If needed, count to 20. Counting forces your brain to shift focus. It creates distance between emotion and action. It gives your logic time to return. It may sound simple, but simple habits create powerful results. Third, the walking away method. If a situation becomes too heated, give yourself permission to step away. Say, "I need a moment." Go outside, drink water, wash your face, move your body. Strong people are not afraid to pause a conversation. They understand that peace is more important than winning an argument. Now let me introduce a powerful idea. Between the problem and your reaction, there is a small space. Very small, but very important. Strong people use that space. Weak people ignore it. In that small space, you decide who you are. In that small space, you choose your future. That small pause is the birthplace of strength. It is where character is built. It is where respect is protected. It is where maturity grows. Let us look at real-life examples. Imagine you receive criticism at work. Your boss says your work is not good enough. A weak reaction would be anger. You argue. You blame others. You complain to your colleagues. You go home upset. A strong response would be different. You listen calmly. You ask, "How can I improve?" You think later in silence. You use the feedback to grow. Same criticism, different mindset, different future. Now imagine a family argument. Someone says something hurtful. A weak reaction is shouting back, saying painful words, bringing old problems into the conversation. The fight becomes bigger. The relationship becomes weaker. A strong response is pausing, lowering your voice, saying, "Let us talk calmly." Maybe you choose silence until emotions settle. You protect the relationship instead of protecting your ego. Think about failure in an exam. A weak reaction is saying, "I am useless. I will never succeed." You give up. You stop studying. A strong response is saying, "This result is not good. I must change my strategy." You study differently. You work harder. You grow stronger. Or imagine rejection. Maybe someone rejects you. Maybe you did not get the job. A weak reaction is self-hate. You think, "I am not good enough." A strong response is reflection. You improve your skills. You apply again. You keep moving forward. Rejection does not define you. Your response defines you. When you control your reactions, your life becomes peaceful. Emotional control gives peace of mind. You sleep better. You think clearly. You do not carry regret inside your heart. It also gives you better decisions. When emotions are calm, logic works better. You choose wisely. You avoid mistakes. Emotional control builds stronger relationships. People trust calm individuals. People feel safe around those who do not explode easily. And most importantly, emotional control builds self-respect. When you know you can control yourself, you trust yourself more. Remember this: strength is not loud. Strength is calm. Strength is silent control. Anyone can shout. Anyone can react. But not everyone can stay calm under pressure. That is rare. That is powerful. But let me tell you something important. Staying calm once is not enough. Controlling one reaction is not enough. Mental strength must be built daily. It requires discipline. It requires routine. It requires consistent training. In the next chapter, we will learn how to build daily discipline that makes your mind unbreakable. Chapter 3. Build daily discipline that makes you unbreakable. Now we move to the next level of mental strength. Controlling emotions is powerful, but it is not enough. If you want to stay strong always, you must build daily discipline. Not sometimes, not when you feel excited, but every day. Let us first expose a big lie. Many people believe motivation is the key to success. They say, "I will start when I feel motivated. I will work when I feel inspired." But here is the truth. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. Motivation comes and goes like the weather. Some days you feel energetic. Some days you feel tired. Some days you feel confident. Some days you feel doubtful. If you only act when you feel good, you will lose when life feels bad. And life will feel bad sometimes. That is guaranteed. This is the first powerful lesson of this chapter. If you only act when you feel good, you will lose when life feels bad. Because difficult days do not ask about your mood. Responsibilities do not wait for your motivation. Goals do not care about your feelings. That is why discipline is stronger than motivation. Now let us understand discipline in simple language. Discipline means doing what must be done, even when you do not feel like doing it. It means waking up when the alarm rings, even if your bed feels comfortable. It means studying when your mind wants to scroll on your phone. It means finishing your work even when no one is watching. Discipline means keeping promises to yourself. Showing up daily, not perfectly, but consistently. Discipline builds mental strength because it teaches your mind who is in control. When you follow discipline, you tell your brain, "I am the boss, not my mood, not my laziness, not my excuses." And slowly, your mind starts obeying you. Let us break discipline into 4 simple daily pillars of mental strength. First, sleep discipline. Many people ignore sleep. They sleep at random times. They wake up without a plan. This creates mental confusion. A fixed sleep schedule trains your brain. When you sleep and wake up at the same time daily, your mind becomes stable. Energy improves. Focus improves. Emotional control improves. A tired mind is a weak mind. A rested mind is a strong mind. Second, thought discipline. This means not allowing negative thoughts to control your entire day. You cannot stop every negative thought, but you can refuse to entertain it. If one bad thing happens, do not let your mind create 10 imaginary problems. Stop overthinking. Stop mental drama. Guide your thoughts back to solutions. Thought discipline protects your inner peace. Third, time discipline. Time is life. When you waste time daily, you slowly lose confidence. But when you respect time, you build strength. Set fixed hours for work, fixed hours for rest, fixed hours for learning. Do not let the whole day disappear without purpose. Even small planned time blocks create mental order. Structure reduces chaos. Fourth, habit discipline. Your habits shape your future. Small habits repeated daily create big results. Reading 10 minutes daily, exercising 20 minutes daily, practicing a skill daily. These look small, but after 1 year, they create a completely different person. Discipline in habits builds unstoppable strength. Now, understand something beautiful. Small daily wins build confidence. When you wake up on time, you win. When you complete a task, you win. When you resist distraction, you win. These are small victories, but they are powerful. They send a message to your brain: I can trust myself. And this is where real confidence is built. Let me say something very clearly. Confidence is not built by talking. It is built by keeping promises to yourself. Many people talk about goals. They talk about dreams. They talk about big plans. But if they break promises to themselves daily, their mind loses trust. And when the mind loses trust, confidence disappears. Discipline rebuilds that trust slowly, quietly, powerfully. Another powerful benefit of discipline is this: discipline reduces anxiety. When life has structure, the mind becomes stable. When you know what you will do in the morning, what you will do in the afternoon, and when you will rest, your brain feels safe. Confusion creates stress. Structure creates calmness. Discipline removes unnecessary decisions. It gives direction, and direction creates peace. Let me give you a simple daily structure you can start. In the morning, spend a few minutes in silence. No phone, no noise. Just breathe and prepare your mind. Then create a focused work block. During that time, remove distractions and work with full attention. Later, add learning time. Read something useful. Improve your knowledge. And at night, spend 5 minutes reflecting. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? What can I improve tomorrow? This small routine can change your life. Now, let us talk about discomfort. Many people run away from discomfort. They avoid hard tasks. They avoid challenges. They choose comfort every time. But comfort makes the mind weak. Discomfort is the training ground of strength. When you do difficult things daily, your mind adapts. It becomes stronger. Strong minds are comfortable being uncomfortable. They understand that growth lives there. Imagine 2 people. Person A waits for the perfect mood. If he feels good, he works. If he feels tired, he rests. If he feels bored, he quits. Person B works daily, not extreme, not perfect, but consistent. Even when tired, he does something small. After 1 year, the difference becomes huge. Person A stays in the same place. Person B becomes disciplined, confident, and mentally strong. Same year, same opportunities, different habits, different results. This is how you become unbreakable, not through motivation, not through big speeches, but through daily discipline, quiet actions, repeated effort, small promises kept daily. But remember something important: discipline builds strength. Emotional control protects strength. However, there is one more test. Even disciplined people face pain. Even strong people face loss. And that is where real strength is revealed. In the next chapter, we will learn how to turn pain into power and train your mind for life. Chapter 4. Turn pain into power and train your mind for life. Now we come to the final and most powerful lesson. Listen carefully. Pain is unavoidable. Suffering is optional. Every human being experiences pain. No one escapes it. It does not matter how rich, how smart, or how strong someone looks. Pain will visit everyone, but suffering is a choice. Suffering begins when we refuse to learn. Suffering begins when we refuse to grow. Pain is part of life. Staying broken is a decision. Here is a powerful truth you must understand deeply. Pain does not destroy people. Their response to pain destroys them. Two people can face the same problem. One becomes stronger. One becomes bitter. One grows. One gives up. The pain was the same. The difference was the mindset. Let us talk about different types of pain. First, failure. You try something and it does not work. You prepare and still lose. Failure hurts your confidence. It hurts your pride. But failure is not the end. It is feedback. Weak minds say, "I failed. I am useless." Strong minds say, "I failed. I must improve my method." Failure can either close your future or build your wisdom. Second, rejection. Maybe someone rejects you. Maybe you did not get the job. Maybe someone does not choose you. Rejection feels personal. It feels painful. Weak minds take rejection as proof of worthlessness. Strong minds take rejection as redirection. They improve. They try again. They do not allow one no to define their entire identity. Third, loss. Losing a person, losing money, losing an opportunity. Loss creates deep emotional pain. Weak minds stay stuck in the past. They repeat the memory again and again. Strong minds allow themselves to feel the pain, but they slowly move forward. They honor the past, but do not live there forever. Fourth, criticism. People will judge you. People will misunderstand you. People will talk. Weak minds react with anger or self-doubt. Strong minds listen calmly. If criticism is useful, they learn from it. If it is useless, they ignore it. They do not let every opinion enter their heart. Fifth, delay. Sometimes success takes time. You work hard, but results do not come quickly. This delay creates frustration. Weak minds quit during delay. Strong minds stay patient. They understand that growth is slow but powerful. Now observe the pattern. Weak minds complain. They blame others. They blame luck. They blame the world. They quit when things become uncomfortable. Strong minds reflect. They ask questions. They adapt. They change strategy. They keep moving forward. Pain becomes their teacher instead of their enemy. This is where growth questions become powerful. When pain comes, instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What is this teaching me?" Instead of saying, "This is unfair," ask, "How can this improve me?" Instead of blaming, ask, "What must I change?" These simple questions change the direction of your life. They turn pain into progress. Pain increases depth. Before pain, many people are careless. After pain, they become serious. Before pain, they speak too much. After pain, they think more. Before pain, they react quickly. After pain, they pause. Pain creates maturity. Pain creates emotional depth. It teaches patience. It teaches humility. It teaches resilience. The strongest people you admire were once broken, but they trained their mind instead of quitting. They did not become strong because life was easy. They became strong because life was hard. Now let me give you practical transformation steps. First, accept reality. Do not deny pain. Do not pretend everything is fine. Say, "This happened. It hurts, but I will grow." Acceptance is the first step to power. Second, stay silent before reacting. When pain is fresh, emotions are strong. Silence protects you from saying or doing something you will regret. Give yourself time. Let emotions settle. Third, write lessons, not complaints. Take a notebook and write what this pain taught you. Writing brings clarity. Complaining brings weakness. Fourth, improve habits. Pain should push you to upgrade yourself. Learn new skills. Build discipline. Strengthen your character. Let pain create a better version of you. Fifth, focus on growth, not revenge. Revenge keeps you connected to negativity. Growth frees you. The best response to pain is improvement. Now understand something important. Mental strength is not built in one moment of pain. It is built through a lifestyle. Protect your mind from negativity. Do not consume constant drama. Choose learning instead of gossip. Control your thoughts daily. Practice silence. Stay consistent with discipline. This is mental training for life. Life will test you again and again. There will be storms. There will be unexpected problems. There will be days when everything feels heavy. But if your mind is trained, you will not collapse. You will bend, but you will not break. A trained mind becomes peaceful in chaos, strong in storms, calm under pressure. While others panic, you will think clearly. While others quit, you will adapt. While others complain, you will grow. This is the power of a trained mind. It does not make life easy. It makes you stronger than life's difficulties. And when you become stronger than your problems, fear loses its power over you. So remember this final message. Train your mind daily. Because when your mind becomes strong, nothing in this world can control you. If you stayed till the end, you are serious about growth. You are not just watching. You are learning. You are building a strong mind. And that already makes you different from most people. Most people watch and forget. But you are here to improve. You are here to become stronger. If this video helped you even a little, like this video so more people can learn these powerful lessons. When you like the video, you help this message reach someone who really needs it. Subscribe to this channel if you want to improve your English and your mindset together. Here, we grow step by step. Simple English, powerful lessons, real life change. And now I want you to take action. Comment below one habit you will start today to train your mind. Maybe waking up on time. Maybe controlling your reactions. Maybe replacing negative thoughts. Write it in the comments and make a promise to yourself. Remember, mental strength is not built in one day. It is built daily. Small efforts, small discipline, small improvements. Keep learning, keep growing, keep moving forward. Your strong mind is waiting to be trained.